of wealth, and of course you're aware that that is a major stronghold fortification. It is also part, or I should say, the districts of Al Khan is also uh, uh, within the boundaries of wealth. You also have a newer district also being established in the east that is being spearheaded by a younger junior corps of, 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 of guard officers, and the coalition is moving in the right direction. Um, the headquarters for internal affairs also is in motion, doing a very fine job in policing the homework division. That's very important for the junior cadets. Also, the SMPs. There's a newer division of the SMPs as well. That is known also. Spirits, instead of the actual term spiritual. So that's something in which everybody is mindful of at this time. The other thing I would like to rehearse on is the fact that today's khutbah, very, very important, but last week's khutbah also was extremely important, and verily understanding one's relationship with whoever they are in contact or working with, very important, and needs to be fully explored and accepted as a long-term eternal benefit. The point at the end of the day is that we human beings are creation of the Creator, and we have a covenant, we have an agreement with Him. Okay, you have an agreement with your Lord. Whether you accept that agreement or not is a total different story. But the agreement is that we worship Him and Him alone, and do not any associate or do not rely or do not count on any other than Him. To believe in Him and obey Him entirely and completely, and accept the message of communication, the revelation that He has given to you today. And this message that He has given to you as a human being, if you uphold it, if you accept it, if you understand and you accept it, then it only benefits you, the human being, the creation. The Creator does not have any benefit. It's not something in which the Creator can lose. He cannot lose. He is not affiliated with anything that does not involve perfection. A loser is not perfect because of the fact that they lost. So, and He knows that we love to know who he is. That's the reason why he made this particular covenant for eternal peace to be the way. How can anybody fight or dispute with peace? There is no way anything is possible to have for any expected amount of time without peace, without stability. And he promises eternally, both compassionately. And he created the earth that we're walking on. So it's only right that we obey him, submit ourselves and surrender ourselves to him and to the revelation that he gave us. That's only right. And he promises all these rewards. One can say that after living 25 years on this earth, if you feel like you can achieve on your own for 25 years in this world on your own, then you tell me the first 25 years of your life, how would you have done anything if once you were just born, you were just put out there? How would you have survived? And no one came to you. How would you have survived? It is only him who brought you from that stage to what you are. And the worst thing that you could do after he has done such for you is to reject him, reject his message, his messenger, his signs, his miracles. That's a whole lot more. That's a whole lot greater. That means that you, as one who is involved in a binding agreement, which is legally binding, you break it. You say, I don't care. This is not for me. My parents who passed away or did not pass away don't do anything like this. They don't know about it, or you find some type of excuse, either that, not to accept it, or we have those who are doing worse and they're eternal. They're within. Those who are seeking from within the communities, within the neighborhoods, within the leadership, within those circles of millionaires, within those hierarchies, the swingers with the politicians, whom clearly, are doing worse because they are telling and behaving according to that in which is opposite of the revelation itself. God plotted better than mankind each and every time. Why would you think this time is different? He knew for a fact that this time would come before you even existed. What makes you think you have a better right to this time than he? So you doing without the Sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you're doing without the Sirat al-Mustaqim. There's only one Sirat, there's only one way. There's only one way, and that's the way to Allah, and that's to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But you make mockery of him indirectly, by default. You come up with arguments against your own revelation, the Quran, your own signs. You breach your own pillars of Islam with these discriminatory charges. I'm very disappointed, to say the least. And these imams and ustadas who have been, there's an ustada, she is definitely, and another imam today. Where does it stop? You all are teaching this mess in our school systems, and it's been going on. It has to end. So you are now making mockery of your Quran, meaning you're making mockery of the originator of the Quran. You're making mockery of everything between the originator and where you are today, that the Quran stands for. You do that and feel like human beings can save you, as if they can save their own selves from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the biggest problem. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala despises not the human being, but He despises the ways of the human being which encourage arguing, questioning that in which He has already decreed and deemed as a divine command to help you, His creation, be fair and balanced, and therefore obtain eternal peace. But you've decided to use these same slogans that the Quran mentioned by the non-believers. Not just that, in the Quran itself, it speaks of ways of non-believers, ways of hypocrites, ways of